For 6 centuries, this empire fought almost without pause. Kings, sultans, republics, enemies changed, borders moved, armies marched across 3 continents, from the Balkans to North Africa, from the walls of Vienna to the deserts of Arabia. War was constant, but that is not the strange part. Many empires fought wars, most of them collapsed. What makes this empire different is a question almost never asked, not how they fought, but how they paid for it. War is not won by courage alone. It is won by food, by metal, by salaries, by logistics. Every soldier must be fed, every horse must be maintained, every weapon must be replaced, and all of it costs money. A lot of money. So how does a state survive 600 years of near-constant warfare without going bankrupt? The answer is not conquest. It is finance. Most empires relied on plunder. They conquered land. They took gold. They spent it. And when expansion stopped, the money stopped too. That cycle destroyed countless states. This empire chose a different path. Instead of chasing quick wealth, it built a system designed not for a single war, but for centuries. At the center of this system was taxation, but not chaotic taxation, not random extraction. It was structured, measured, predictable. Land was surveyed, production was recorded, revenue was calculated in advance. This allowed the state to know exactly how much money would arrive before the war even began. Certainty is power. One of the most important tools was the land-based revenue system. Instead of paying soldiers directly from the treasury, the state assigned them income sources, a village, a region, a defined territory. The soldier collected taxes locally in exchange for military service. This achieved 2 things. First, the central treasury was protected. Second, the army became self-sustaining. War no longer drained the state instantly, it spread the cost. But this system had limits. As wars grew larger and armies became more professional, local income was no longer enough. So the empire adapted. It introduced centralized cash payments, regular salaries, standardized wages. And for that, it needed something even more powerful, a reliable currency. Coinage was standardized, metal content was controlled, weight was regulated, trust was enforced by the state. This meant a soldier could be paid anywhere and spend his wages everywhere. Markets followed the army, trade followed stability, and stability fed the treasury. But the real genius was not taxation or salaries, it was debt. Unlike earlier empires, this state did not fear borrowing. It institutionalized it. Loans were taken not in moments of panic, but as part of planning. Future revenue was brought into the present. Wars were financed before they were fought. Creditors trusted the system because the system worked. Taxes arrived on time. Debts were repaid. Defaults were rare. Reputation became collateral, and reputation is more valuable than gold. There was also discipline. When money ran short, the state adjusted. Expenses were cut. Coins were reformed. Systems were recalibrated. Not always perfectly. Not without crisis, but always with survival in mind. This is why the empire lasted. Not because it never lost wars, it lost many. Not because it avoided mistakes, it made plenty. But because it understood something most states learn too late. War is temporary. Financial structure is permanent. In the end, armies march on money long before they march on land. And this empire mastered the invisible battlefield, the battlefield of finance. In the next video, we will look at what happened when this system finally broke, and why, after centuries of success, Even the strongest financial machine could no longer hold.